G'day everyone, Jackson here. Welcome back to the Daily Endeavours for the 24th of November. We've got a 15 seal set with craft 1 Deathwind item, place 4 Courtyard Furnishings, complete 2 Black Sacraments, complete 2 trials, and capture a resource and Cyrodiil. Kind of a shit set, I think. For 15 seals, this shit is pretty garbage. 1 resource is as well. Not too bad, but not the best either. These two are fairly straightforward. I'll just talk first about the resource and Cyrodiil though. This is the one that will sort of make or break your ability to get all these done. Because I think fucking spending 15 seals worth of time, like the biggest issue with Black Sacraments is you can only do 1 per character unless you get them shared to you from other people, and that's like relying on other people. And trials, man, don't even get me started. 15 seals for 2 trials worth of time. That's so fucking low value. Yeah, so 1 resource in Cyrodiil. What I suggest you do is pick 1 campaign. Particularly, I think the Alliance locked one's the best to set as home. Not always anymore though. But basically, set it to home, because what that'll do is when you go to Cyrodiil on the map, it will show you in real time what's going on in the campaign. This is not actually a grey host. This is a different one, and it just goes to show you, like, this is one of the less equalized ones usually. So what you'd want to do in this case, if I was EP, I would think about going for this one here, because so these are the resources, right? You got the farms, the mines, and the lumber mills. So every keep has 3 resources. That's why it's pretty good, because there's tons of things you can get. I think the best resources to go for are the ones next to your keep, because these are the ones that they're the easiest to reach, because you can travel to the keep yourself. They're the easiest they're usually the ones least defended, because if you try and take one at another enemy's keep, they can travel to it when they see it under attack and defend it themselves. And yeah, it's also like easy to get back after you've done it, whereas these ones, yeah, you can just go Imperial City and just queue out that way, just because that takes you to a safe area. But yeah, you know, some people consider that cheese, and yeah, I can understand why. So this one's getting taken, so I'd choose that one or this one if I was EP. If I was DC, I'd definitely go. I mean, you can't travel to this one, sadly. Let's see. Yeah, it's not really anywhere. Like, if this was under blue control, it'd be a lot easier, because you'd travel here and just take one of these 2. Dominion is also kind of screwed, because there's, yeah, like they would have to go out and get them themselves. But then what I would do in that case is I'd just go to another campaign and have a look at the other ones. So yeah, let me go down and find a resource to take now. Alright, so I'll just talk real quick about capturing resources. I did this already. Sorry, I forgot to record half of it, so I'll show you what bit I have. But basically, the goal here is you want to find one of these resources in Cyrodiil. The best ones are these ones here, ones next to a keep that your faction controls. Ones that are near enemy keeps are not great, because if you start taking them, players can spawn. If they see it's under attack, they can spawn and investigate. Whereas ones close to your keep, they can't exactly spawn and get there quick. So, and you know, they're not high value for players to keep, because, you know, if you take the ones around the enemy keeps, they can't travel to them. But if you take the ones near your keeps, it's nothing really that important that the enemies lose. So generally these ones are better, and it also means that you can travel to them quicker too. So the first thing you want to do when you get to one of these resources to take it is this mage guard here. This one needs to die. When you go down here to attack these guys on the flag here, this mage guard will just pelt you with shit the whole time. While you do that, there's a couple of guards just at the front of the tower that will also probably attack you. This one here and this one. So the guard at least will come up the tower and start attacking you. Once you deal with the mage, deal with him as well, because he'll be up here on his own. You'll be able to deal with them on their own. This mage will also probably go in there. Kill them. These mages are priority. You need to kill them first, because they just heal everybody else. And the honor guards are last on the list. They're quite annoying to deal with. Like, they do a lot of shit that can annoy you. But killing them is like last priority, because these people will just keep healing these guys, and they'll just heal themselves, and it's like really annoying to try and kill them when everybody else is supporting them. So yeah, first thing you want to do is kill the healers. Kill the mage, obviously, at the top of the tower first, and then kill the healers, and then kill all the guards themselves. And yeah, it's not too difficult. It is a bit annoying, especially if you do this on a no CP campaign, because you'll have less abilities, but just buff yourself up. Preferably use like a decent PvP build. I forgot to bloody record. So yeah, that's basically it. You kill the mage up there. Once he's dead, you come down here and you start dealing with these guys. So I would suggest attacking these healers first. Interrupt their heals. Be ready to break free a lot, because these fuckers, they do a lot of annoying CC. Oh my god. I'm just getting destroyed. I do not remember having this many dramas before. Okay, here we go. Alright, healer down. Oh, didn't mean to do that fucking twice. God damn it. Oh my god, what's going on? Alright. Now we focus on the honor guard. Once the healers are dead, the honor guards can just usually be taken down on their own. Yeah, healers first, everything else later. Yeah, so these honor guards still heal themselves to full constantly. It's really annoying. It's just something you got to deal with. If you can, start the fight with just like one usage of a like siege, but you have to use it quite close to them, because if you use it far away, the siege doesn't really work well. So the worst part of this is now I've just got to patiently wait for this thing to turn, and fucking players can come in at any moment. So now that the flag is getting taken, it'll show up as under attack on the map, and that means players can see that you're attacking it. So if you are trying to take one that is near a keep of the enemy's control, like for example if this was not in our control, the enemy players would probably start coming this way. Maybe. Depends on how active the campaign is. If there's not a lot of players, then usually you'll be fine by the time it gets through. Okay, that's it. Ah, sorry man. So, for a decent build for PvP, you'd want to go something... you'd probably want to look at some other people, but if you just want to know what I'm using, I just use... this is just what I got from other guides. Basically, you want to have a mythic, a monster, and then 2 proc sets on either bar. So I've got Wretched, and then I've got Rallying Cry. So I just swap through these 2 proc sets. Not much damage. I'm probably not going to kill anyone anytime soon, but yeah, it's just, you know, I'm not experienced in PvP, so I don't feel like I'm going to be killing anyone anyway, right? So this stuff works pretty well for resources, because usually you'll be on your own, and the guards aren't exactly pushovers in these places, especially the honor guards. They can do some nasty stuff, so you do want a bit of self-sustain. And for food, I usually run Jewels of Misrule when I'm out, so gotta go make some more. Oh yeah, I've completely forgot the golden. What's there today? Mighty Chudan gives you major resolve at all times. I don't really find this very valuable, because most classes can get that from a skill. I'd rather slot a skill than waste a monster set. Riku Games is pretty good. Good healer set. Gives people magic and stamina in a tiny little AoE. But, you know, magic and stamina sustain is always good, so Sentinel's good. But, like, you can usually... This is a base game one, so... I mean, it's a shoulder set, but it's a good set. I wouldn't pay 100k for it, though. I'd just try and farm it from the keys myself. Yeah, Jurok's Bane. I used to use this. I think they nerfed it, but it used to be really good in PvP, I think. Someone else who knows more would probably be able to say more than me, but I'm pretty sure this never used to have a cooldown, so you could just constantly apply Major Defire to people, and it was like super broken. Salvation, I've heard this is quite... It's good in no CP, I think, but I don't know. I've heard it's not very good. Red Mountain, I wouldn't spend 120k for a gold thing of this set. Overwhelming though, it's a pretty interesting set. Good on Templars, I've heard, and it has a cool effect. Like the lightning effect that it gives you is quite cool. But yeah, again, I wouldn't spend 200k on that. what does this come from? I'm pretty sure it comes from... Yeah, Tempest Island, so it's a base game set anyway, yeah. I wouldn't spend 200k on that. Alright, so next up we've got the Death's Wind item, or craft one Death's Wind item. This one here. So, Death's Wind, there's 3 places you can find it. You can find it here in Stonefalls, just next to the Brothers of Strifeway Shrine, a bit south of Evanhart. For Ordinary Dominion, where the fuck do you find it again? I'm sorry, I've not looked at this set in fucking yonks. Okay, there it is, yeah, Death's Wind. Probably the easiest to get to. Basically right next to Oridon, you start with this way shrine. Daggerfall... Oh yeah, it's also quite easy to get to. Yep, so Death's Wind is one of the easiest sets to craft in the game, because it's a base game and it only requires 2 traits. So it's very quick to get 2 traits. Literally, if you have anything where you've researched 2 things on, you'll be able to make this one. If you haven't researched any traits, I highly advise getting into it right now. You go to the Research tab for crafting stations, and each item will have a bunch of things you can research. If you want to be able to research stuff, you need to have an item with the trait, and then you deconstruct it basically for... Or like you sacrifice it here for an extra trait. And the first one takes like 3 hours, I think, and the second one takes 6 hours. I'm pretty sure at base. Though I think that's with all the extra passives in crafting. Let me find out. So you can get this one done in a day, but you'd have to be very quick. In other ways, you could easily get it done if you've just got a couple of instant researches, for example, clothing research. You could do the 6-hour one and then use this for the second one, and that way you could get it, and you could get this done in a day. But yeah, if you don't have any of these, yeah, you're gonna have to really push your luck. And if you have the passives for crafting that increase or reduce research times, these ones here, they're all in the same spot here. Lapidary research and then carpentry, this one here. These reduce research time, so these can help too. But basically, as long as you got something with 2 traits, you'll be able to craft it here. All you need is a bit of jute, or whatever item that you, or whatever resource that you need, and then a style material. Style materials you can get from any of the. You've got clothiers. So there's a clothier here in Stonefalls. There's a blacksmith here, and then there's a carpenter here that you can talk to. They all provide style materials, as many as you want, for 15 gold each. So yeah, really good that way. Fun fact about these old crafting areas here, they never used to have a jewelry station. So when they added jewelry with Somerset, I'm pretty sure they added a jewelry station to every single crafting area around. It's quite interesting to note. So yeah, I think if you've got Somerset, if you can craft in Death's Wind jewelry, I think it's better because you don't need the star materials, you just need the pewter. And pewter these days is pretty cheap. So yeah, you should just make a ring. Yeah, you just need to craft 1 item and you're done. Very easy one, that one. Alright, so next up we've got Courtyard Furnishings. So for this one, I suggest coming to Melody, because we always do. You've got him in Skywatch here, and you've also got him in Minstrel. Oh, sorry, Canarthy's Roost Minstrel. A little bit easier, I think, to reach here if you don't have Skywatch yet, because you can either take the Boatswain from Oridon, with Sugar Claws just here. They take you to Canarthy's Roost, and from here you just go north, or you might have this way shrine immediately, or this way shrine, and you can just use that to travel. So he'll be here, and he offers you the same thing. So you want to talk to him. He gives you a rough clothesline. Oh, where is it? This one here, clothesline post. This thing is a courtyard furnishing, so you can use this. So if you've got 100 gold, you can just buy one of these, and yeah, easy done. I don't think there's anything else for 100 gold that you can get here that's a courtyard furnishing. A lot of it's conservatory, actually. Yeah, I would suggest just getting one of these. A few if you can, because it'll speed it up, but you only need one, really. So if you want a free house, you come here in Vocal Guard, Oridon, to Mara's Kiss Public House right here. There'll be a lady here you can talk to. Her name's Philand Demarie. It's like a blonde Breton lady. I talk about this character a lot, but yeah, it's one of the most pivotal characters in the early game. Talk to her, exhaust the dialogue, you complete a quest, and you get a house for free. Depending on your alliance, it'll be in either of 3 places. This is the Ordinary Dominion one. The Daggerfall Covenant one is here in the Rosy Lion, just here. And then the Ebonheart one is Ebony Flask right here in Ebonheart. So whichever one you get, they're all the same basically. They're just a tiny little apartment. And you can travel to them at any time. You can go inside. So you can use these to get around to a wayshrine. Because the Morris Kiss one is right next to a wayshrine here. So you can, if you're out in the middle of nowhere, you can travel to this and then use the wayshrine here to travel back out if you're in like a place that you don't want to be in anymore. I want to travel out quickly. Alright, so let me just travel to my house and show you what needs to be done. Before I continue, if you press the housing editor button at the bottom right there, go to browse with the R key at the bottom there in the middle of the screen. What you want to do first, before if you've already bought the clothesline, it's fine. You can just use that easily anyway. But if you go to the retrieve section here, and if you look through, you can find if there's anything in your house that's actually classed as a courtyard item, you can get them, you can store them away in your inventory, and you can place them down again, and it'll allow you to do this without paying for other stuff. But the base house that you get for free from Finland will not have any courtyard stuff. I think it'll just have one light. What does that come under? I don't know. Oh, lighting, obviously. Yeah, candles. So there'll be a candle item in there that you can use. Yeah, courtyard. We've got a couple here, but for the purpose of this, I'm just going to go place the... so I've got courtyard, I've got the Wrath clothesline, and I'll place it on the floor. So that counts as one on here. Now, the issue that you'll have is if you pick it up and place it, it doesn't count. You actually have to click it and then put it in your inventory with the R key, go back to browse, and place it again. And you just have to do that 4 times. So it's click to pick up, R to put it away, R to bring it back out, bring up the menu again, and then click, and then E, and then click to place it down. It'll be different on console, but all the buttons should be straightforward. Usually the buttons that you need to know will be at the bottom of the screen there, if you need to know them. And yeah, when you're ready, just put that back in your inventory for next time, and then you can just chuck it in your bank or some shit later on. All right, so yeah, that's those 3. Now I'll start talking about Black Sacraments. Okay, so with 2 Black Sacraments, so do keep in mind you can only get 1 Black Sacrament on each character, but you can get other people to share you different ones. I don't know if people can share you the same one that you've already done today, but I'm pretty sure you can share other ones with people. So what you want to do is you need to progress in the Dark Brotherhood skill line a little bit. It'll take you a little while. You have to come to either Anvil or to one of the Outlaws Refuges of the various cities. For example, the Devil's Watch one is here and here. There's a Imperial woman with, like, I think she's got an eye patch. You'll see in the in any of these Outlaws Refuges. You have to have Dark Brotherhood, just so we're clear. And these people will start off your Dark Brotherhood skill line. You have to kill someone in... God, I always fucking do this. In Anvil. Just a random civilian. Usually the ones in these alleyways here is the easiest, and then yeah, you need to go through a thing. You go to this place, and then you have to kill a bunch of guards and shit, and it can give you a bounty as well, just be aware. It's a fair bit of work. Once you do all that, you'll eventually get access to this guy here, Speaker Tyrannus, in the northwestern side of the God, what is it called? The Sanctuary. And you talk to him, you're like, blah, 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 blah. And as soon as you see whoever it is will die, it'll teleport you into the Black Sacrament. So it's basically locate your target and kill them, and there'll also be another thing. So there's 2, in this case, the extra objective is kill 2 people. And yeah, it'll explain the optional steps here. So if you want better rewards, you have to take these optional steps. If you want to do this quickly, though, I would say just don't give a shit about the extra rewards, because they're really not... It's not substantial enough, I think, to worry about. But yeah, so you have to... This one's usually the easiest. Kill the toad with the Blade of Woe while you've got the poison equipped. And I think also just don't get spotted either. I don't know, I'm not 100% sure on that. I think that one also says... yeah, for now, I'll just assume. So this is my speed bar, so I'll just chuck some poisons on. Crown Lethal Poisons is usually the easiest. Alright, so put that on. Now, I think it is worth... If you have the Dark Brotherhood, I think doing Black Sacraments is kind of good, assuming you're not level 7 in Dark Brotherhood. If you are, just fucking don't worry about it anymore. But this passive right here, getting access to Shadow Rider is amazing. This is honestly this is the only thing I give a shit about in the Dark Brotherhood DLC. This fucking thing here, it's so good. But yeah, I wouldn't exactly do Black Sacraments myself to get it. I don't think these things are very good. They're very old, do keep in mind. I kind of feel outdated. But yeah, you basically have to deal with the stealth mechanics of the game. So there's these hiding spots you can hide in. And you got people here, don't get spotted. If you've got like a vampirism build in here, it's really good because you can just a vampirism build with medium armor to reduce your stealth detection. It's really good. So yeah, that's what I'd suggest. And these guards here, you'll see them with the red outlines. These people can spot you through stealth. So even if you use cloak or go invisible as a vampire, they can still see you. As a vampire, it could actually be worth it. Like you can feed on them. It is possible. It's a bit tricky. Requires a bit of like bashing your head against a wall, basically. But it is possible. There we go. Okay. So you can do it. Is it worth it? Probably not. Right, so we have to stay away from these people. So my advice is just rush through it. The rewards aren't good enough, I think, to worry about not rushing it. So you'll see a quest icon on the compass when you find whoever you need to kill. And yeah, so here's one of them. Oh, okay. Apparently he saw me, but I didn't get a bounty. He's just staring at me. Menacingly. He might turn around, though. No! Can I actually get... Oh my... Oh no, he saw me. God damn it. He saw me at the end, though. He doesn't seem to care. Alright. But yeah, there's usually a secondary objective like this. It's an easy one, so I might as well do it. So now I leave. So there'll be an Overseer. TLDR, don't really worry about it. They're not super dangerous. Alright, so I think... yeah, so it shows you a timer up here. So when this timer goes down to 0, the Overseer will come out. Now I'm just gonna wait this out and just show you what he's like. Just so you know what to expect. And they're basically all the same. They're like basically like a public dungeon boss. They can spot you through stealth like all the other guards can, and they put a big shield on themselves for a bit, and they just do a bit of damage. That's about it, really. Alright, here he is. I don't know the big ding noise, that's just my it's just my poison telling me it's active. Poison active again. Yeah, so not super difficult. They're not a pushover, but they're not difficult. So you come back to the sanctuary, and then you just run up to Tyrannus and hand it in.
Do not dally. You've returned alive. A soul has been sent to the void. Pity that you weren't able to complete both of my challenges.
I guess I didn't complete both. Yeah, so you get a bit of Dark Brotherhood XP, and yeah, you can. So you got to do that twice. So now you either have to do it on another character, where you have to go through the entire Dark Brotherhood quest line again. Well, not the whole thing, but like part of it. Or you get someone else to share it. So I would say get someone else to share it, because you can share these things. And then, alright, so I'll just briefly explain 2 trials. I wouldn't do this one, just because 2 trials is a lot of time wasted. The only sort of like, what's the word? The only sort of outlier for that is going to be Dreadsail Reef, because with the Legacy of the Bretons event right now, people are going to be doing Dreadsail Reef a lot. Now, I did just make a guide for that. if you want to watch that. It's an hour long. It takes ages to watch, but if you want to know basically everything to do with normal Dreadsail, everything you need to know about that, I do go into a fair bit of detail on it. I explain all the mechanics of the bosses, the mechanics of the enemy, who to focus, blah blah blah. Now, the biggest problem I find with trying to find trials is if you don't own any DLC, you're kind of fucked, because there's like maybe an occasional Ethereum archive. That's about it. And Ethereum Archive needs 12 people. You can't just do it with like 8 or something, like you can with like some of the other trials. You need a full group. So there's like portals that you have to go through with like pressure plates, and you need 12 people, like one person on every pressure plate to be able to do it. But yeah, if you got any questions about any of the trials you want to do, just let me know. I can explain some things if you don't know them. But yeah, I don't think this is worth it right now, because 2 trials, that's a lot of time. Usually, if your group is super duper fast, you can get this done in like 15 minutes, but then you have to consider the time taken to find the group. Usually, my Dreadsail Reef runs, probably like half the time of the amount of time it takes to get the group going is like half the amount of time it takes to do the trial itself. So it's just, you're fucking around so much just trying to get this one done when you could do these 2 and maybe this one and just call it a day. And like, even then, if you don't like PvP, just don't worry about it. 15 seals isn't that much. As long as you get these 2 done, that's more than enough. Yeah, any other questions for me, just let me know as always. But for now, that should be everything. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and take care. Oh, this place is fucking creepy.